Hello, ladies and gentlemen, dude and dudettes. I am Matt Burns, and we've got an interesting week for The Burning Truth, because I haven't just got my usual partner in crime.
Yeah, that's right, folks. I am John Bloor. I am here, as usual. Don't panic. The usual level of irreverence and madness will continue, but it's not just me and Matt Burns this week. Oh, no. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, wrestling fans of all ages, and something else that means they can't sue me for borrowing this. We would like to welcome you, or we would like you to welcome our new third presenter.
None other than James Irvine.
Hi, guys.
Hello.
How's it going?
Yeah, it's going well. It's going well.
It's great.
Nice way, because let's just say this, ladies and gentlemen, we are using the power of the internet to basically do this all through.
As we've recently established, I am sat here in my one-bedroom hovel in East Anglia. Matt Burns is in the east wing of his Staffordshire mansion. And
I wish.
Chris Irvine, where are you? James Irvine, excuse me. Where are you? Hey, I'm getting the botches in early. This show will feature on Botchamania if it kills me.
You're welcome. Pays back, Matthew. Pays back.
Currently, I am in my other mansion in Stoke-on-Trent too.
Your other mansion, your summer residence, even though it's
yes, my summer residence.
That's it.
Love it.
That's it. We're done. It's just going to be you and me now, because Matt Burns is dissolved in a puddle of "I can't believe you did that so damn soon" on the floor.
That's just brilliant. That's just brilliant. But anyway, we are all here to talk about wrestling, so we've got a lot to talk about.
Have we ever?
We're going to have to rush quite quickly through it. So, JB, would you do the honours?
That's my bit, isn't it? Yeah. The following broadcast may contain discussions about wrestling subjects which will use language not suitable for younger listeners, listeners of a nervous disposition, and potentially other listeners. This broadcast may also contain strobe lighting effects.
And it may upset anybody who is easily offended.
So if you feel that you are easily offended by strong opinions or strong language, you've been warned. Frankly, we may not be for you, and that's fine. To steal a quote from Scroobius Pip.
Good. What are your thoughts on that, Irvine?
Well, I would say that I would switch off now if you don't like what JB's just said.
Fair enough.
That makes sense. Yeah, if you are easily offended
Makes sense.
And don't like strong opinions, yeah. Probably go and listen to the Corrugated Cardboard podcast or something a bit less offensive.
Or a bit of ASMR.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
If, on the other hand, you like, I nearly said 2 then, force of habit, 3 opinionated blokes giving their forthright opinions about the world of professional wrestling, then listen away.
But before we get to the main topics, we've got to talk about our usual 2 main subjects that we are heavily following and backing on The Burning Truth, which is, of course...
We have been doing this for long enough now that you should be aware that, as we stated at the start, this is not a flash-in-the-pan thing. This is a continued situation where we will continue to follow it until it doesn't need to be followed anymore. So it's pretty much going to be a permanent fixture for the rest of this year at least.
And probably into the next... Go on.
Could be waiting a while for that one to finish.
Yes.
Yeah. Just a
we
little
are,
bit.
Of course, talking about
Black Lives Matter and, of course, hashtag speaking out.
Yes. Because no matter how much the mainstream media want to brush it under the carpet and go, oh, when you go away now, it's been weeks. The answer is no, we will not. Black lives still matter. It's still important.
It does. And of course, speaking out, as we had an update last week, there is no update for speaking out this week. But as we've always stated, we will be massive, basically in support of both of them. And if anyone wants to put out their, how they've been affected by both subjects, they're more than welcome to hop onto on our airwaves and voice their opinion, as long as it is only their opinion and no accusations.
Yeah, with the usual disclaimer, as Matt Burns has just said, that any unfounded accusations need to be run through the police or a lawyer first, because we want you to be able to air your side of the story. We're not here for mudslinging.
Yeah, just want the facts.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
There's enough
actually,
being slung by people.
We go.
Quite a lot of it will stick.
There we go.
Won't.
There is another topic.
The low end of things. We want it to be highbrow. We want someone to discuss what's happened in a way that actually adds positively to the situation.
And I'm really sorry for this, guys. I just another subject has popped in my head as soon as we started talking about hashtag speaking out, because we have actually got an update topic in regards to it. Oh dear.
Okay, well, shall we start with it then? Because that seems logical if we're going to try and link everything together and do it in a vaguely sensible way.
Yes, because we've got to be very, very careful. And I'm going to have to advise my colleagues to leave me to it. So if anything does go wrong, it's only on me.
Couldn't agree more. Going to put the kettle on. Fire away.
Yes. Originally, we were going to go into the main headlines that we've got for this week. However, I'm going to have to mention hashtag speaking out, because one of the accused has actually put out a message on their social media stating that they are seeking professional lawyer advice and is potentially going to be suing some of the people who have been doing the accusations. Which, in case if anybody hasn't figured out who that is, that would be none other than Joey Ryan. In regards to much of that subject, all I'm going to state is, if you are interested in seeing in regards to what he is putting the claim out, we recommend you look it up. Other than that, I am just only stating for the fact of what Joey Ryan is doing, and as such, leaving it there.
Very smart.
Very smart. I can't speak for our new fellow presenter, but I think I have his best interests at heart when I say it's in our best interests not to add anything to that and to just move swiftly on.
Absolutely.
Pretty much. But anyway, we've got plenty of discussions. As most of you already know, they're expecting the fallout of WWE Clash of Champions 2020. We've got basically talk about WWE and Twitch. Get the soapbox ready.
Oh, yeah. As if it won't already be well warmed from bloody Clash of the Night of Champions presents FWA Gold Rush.
Then we've also got to mention briefly about NXT TakeOver 31, and also hear at least some predictions from one of us.
Well, yeah, just in case you haven't quite put 2 and 2 together and made 22 there yet. My predictions and those of Mr. Matt Burns are on the social media pages, so see if you can guess who they're from.
And of course, the added mystery wrestler who's possibly making a debut or return.
Yes. So without further ado,
and
what are we starting with? Because we need to get a move on, because we've got a hell of a lot of ground to cover.
That we do, and there's so much more on top of that. But anyway, let's just jump over to WWE Clash of Champions, shall we?
Night of the Clash of Champions presents FWA Gold Rush.
Every time.
He always does it, doesn't he?
It's got to be done.
It tickles me.
Sorry, I've got to do it.
Come on. Let's hear your thoughts on it.
Overall, not a bad show. Somewhat ruined. All right, beepy thing. Completely ruined by the ending.
Really?
Yes. Right, have you got any potentially positive opinions about this, or do I get straight on the soapbox?
Oh, no. It depends on which soapbox you're referring to.
the Universal title soapbox?
Nope, that's not a soapbox from me. That's praise from me.
Right, okay, what, you mean you've got soapboxes for some of the matches before that?
Oh, hell yes.
Well, so have I, as it goes, but you start. Are we starting at the beginning?
Oh, I'm even going to throw it out straight at the pre-show.
Yeah, I was just about to say, let's go to the pre-show.
The pre-show, which, by the way, I would just like to point out, I have not yet seen, but I am told I missed potentially match of the night by not seeing it.
Yes.
An absolute barnstorm of a match. And you sit there, I'm thinking to myself, right, I understood why it's been moved around. A lot of it has.
Yes.
Because the car got changed pretty much round on the fly. Things don't go according to plan. But to
People
pick
get
this
coronavirus,
match,
it's the new normal.
just to pick this match as the pre-show, I'm like, if this is the pre-show, anybody who's watching the pre-show would have been misled by this match.
They would have immediately gone, Jesus, if this is this good and this is on the pre-show, how good's the actual show going to be? And they
Pretty
would have
much.
been sorely fucking disappointed.
Oh, yes.
Because straight away, you've got that match, absolute barnstormer. They then open up the entire show with the triple threat ladder match for the Intercontinental Championship. Whoa!
Pure gold.
Pure gold, and what
Pure
a unique
gold.
finish.
Interesting match. Really, really. I genuinely didn't think there was a new way you could make ladder matches different and interesting, but they did it.
Take into account, neither one of us predicted it.
No. Didn't we?
No.
Oh, okay.
You went Styles, I went Hardy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless Irvine, if Irvine was involved, he could have.
He probably would have, split the vote. He'd have gone for the one we didn't. So,
Yeah.
but no,
Yeah,
it was an interesting match with some kind of moments towards the end.
Moments.
But
What was that?
Squeamish moments.
Oh,
a little
yeah.
bit, yeah. That's what I was inferring.
Yeah, be it either Hardy being Hardy, please don't die.
Yeah, either, oh my God, he's broken his back for the 27th time in his career, or the ending with the handcuffs, with the less we mention about, the better.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll leave it there.
Yeah.
The match that followed, which was Asuka versus Selena Vega.
The Royal Women's Championship.
Big gripe on this. Okay.
What?
New person.
Besides too short.
Too short. Way too short.
It was literally like, do you know what? I'm just getting into... Oh, she's tapped. Oh, never mind.
So, and then straight after the attack. Okay, that's fine. There's an attack. So what's going to happen? Never mind. So basically, they just introduce a new person into against Asuka to then just go, bye.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
just
so
go.
it has parallels with the main event, really, but we'll get to that later.
Yeah.
Then we followed up with the United States Championship.
Oh, yeah, remember your gripe from a couple of weeks ago about the Hurt Locker as a group?
Hurt business.
No, there's a reason why I'm saying that deliberately now.
Yeah, go
And
on.
your particular gripe with Lashley's finisher,
Oh, fuck.
as if they're not going to call them the Hurt Locker forevermore now that it has officially been renamed the Hurt Lock.
Oh my.
I kid you not, people.
Seriously?
Because the full Lashley, or whatever gratuitously homosexual thing it was called before, wasn't bad enough, it's now called the Hurt Lock. I would just like to say, for legal reasons.
The original name that it was called the Full Lashley.
Yeah, which sounded, no offence intended to anyone who is, but a bit gay.
Yeah, it sounded quite pornographic, really.
Yes. But
I'm
now
not
it's
saying
called the
anything to
Hurt
that.
Lock, which means the whole group will be referred to as the Hurt Locker forevermore, and frankly, they deserve it.
Okay.
Yes.
Nonetheless, this was a half-decent match.
Yes, with Apollo pressing Lashley
Yes.
and then doing a moonsault.
We have known for a long time that Apollo Crews is both strong and can do amazing things.
Yep.
And he's finally being allowed to do them on WWE television, which has me saying about bloody time.
Yep. And you ready for this?
What?
Shall we move on to the next match? That will be a quick discussion.
The next match,
Raw Tag Team Championship.
yeah, I'm just wondering why it'll be a quick discussion. I mean, there's nothing much to say, but
It'll be as quick as the finish.
well, yeah. Oh, what? You're kidding, right?
I'm being sarcastic. The reason behind the finish.
The reason behind the finish was apparently was it which one of the identical twins?
Angel
was
Garza.
pinned?
I know Angel Garza was injured.
Yeah, Angel Garza was injured, and apparently Andrade is as deaf in the ear that he got told to go to the finish in as Kurt Angle. And so he kicked out at 2, but the rest still
Oh no.
It so obviously wasn't the finishers that as the bell was ringing, you could hear the commentators over the top going, "He kicked out!"
He kicked out. Oh dear.
Oh, excuse me. No, he didn't. Oh, Jesus, my word, what have I done?
Let's watch the replay. Okay. Yeah, he did kick out.
The replay was inconclusive. Hashtag Fustercluck. This one's ruined.
What makes it worse is the fact that this isn't the first time in the month.
No.
Because you've got the first mistake of the month, Mickey James versus Oscar.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yes. Needless to say, it has not been a good time for on-the-fly decisions.
No.
No, it's not. It's basically just been, okay, what happened?
Yeah, you get back in the back and you're like, shit, could have handled that better.
Anything could have been handled better.
Yeah.
But you
It
know,
is what it is. Unfortunately, they can't take it back.
Yes, the referee did throw up the X.
Yes.
Whether the others saw it. You know it's bad when you've got, when you got, I believe, Angelo Dawkins, who goes for the big move, goes for the pin, and as the pin happens, see him get up going, hey? and Montez Ford just going, fuck it, take the win.
Yeah. Here's the question for you. In light of having watched the replay for the finish, when the referee had his eyes and therefore whole face pointing directly at the canvas because he was looking down to count the pin.
Yep.
And the Thunderdome is unerringly loud. It's like 3 times as loud as an actual live crowd would be.
Yep.
As the member of the Street Profits, was it Dawkins?
Dawkins was the one who got the pin.
Went for the pin. The ref's face was not visible at the camera. None of the in-ring action was audible. What was stopping the referee shouting, "Finish! Stay down!"
Probably because he didn't want to be on.
He perhaps did.
Probably because he didn't want to be on Botchamania going, "You talk too much."
No, that's
Oh
what I'm
boy,
saying.
you never
see
shut
his
up.
mouth on the camera angle they chose. You couldn't hear anything that was being said in the ring because of a combination of the Blunderdome and the commentators. Why didn't he say it a bit louder?
Either that or because Kevin Dunn was in his ear saying, "Don't say anything, don't say anything."
And in that case, they deserve everything they get, don't they?
Yes.
Fucking
Anyway.
morons.
Let's move on to the next match, shall we?
Oh, yes, the next match where I can't brag enough about how glad I am that Matt Burns got this prediction wrong.
Thank God.
Matt Burns got one wrong.
Yeah.
Oh, deliberate. Oh, no. This one was
Deliberately. You were about to say deliberately, weren't you?
No, what it is right, he got sucked into the internet hype about a particular statistic regarding this match.
It wasn't just that. It was the fact of rumour corner keep popping in, potentially, with the indication of could he be deciding to go for Orton to be his whatever champion, and yet And I'm watching on it, and it's like, right, okay. I then watched the match and looked at it and just went, oddly enough, we've just had a ambulance fucking match, which should be a match finishing feud.
A feud finishing match, yes.
Yeah, I don't care.
We know, yeah.
I'm not pissed off. And the entire match basically says, nope. By having everybody who has been attacked by Orton come out, beat the hell out of Orton, who somehow still managed to survive from big slow choke slamming him, Christian jumping on him, sweet chin music being thrown off the damn bloody ambulance through a thingy, through a stage.
Are you trying to suggest that all this ridiculous amount of interference somehow lessened the impact of Drew McIntyre's victory?
Pretty much. And then to
Because you
top
have a
it all...
fairly valid point.
Oh, no, I haven't finished yet.
Oh shit, it gets worse.
Raw, ladies and gentlemen, Raw. Where Orton said he wasn't done with Drew and he wants to get revenge on the Legends. And how does he get revenge on the Legends? Well, they're
In
playing
a
the
6-on-1 Hell in a Cell match.
Where he wins.
Yeah. Which lasts 15 seconds, as long as it takes for him to RKO each one of them in turn and then pin the one he RKO'd last.
All I'm going to say is that anybody watch Raw this week?
Not yet. 4-week delay, network, remember?
I think WWE need to learn what bloody, night vision goggles fucking look like.
I thought it was supposed to sort of resemble a sort of computer game slightly as well. If you're referring to what I think you're referring to.
Yes, I saw the, yeah.
Oh, you're not referring to what I think you're referring to, which also made use of night vision.
Oh my good lord! Him to sneak into the venue, to suddenly catch them off guard in a plane room by having him walk in, blatantly showing his face to them, hi, with a steel chair in hand. There was about 5 to 10 seconds for him to hit the light, then hit the lights before putting his glasses on. At which point, if you're Big Show, get the fuck up and punch him.
I mean, yes, I know Big Show, due to his size and everything, and the amount of time it takes for the synapses to fire, moves a little bit more slowly than a normal-sized human being. But Jesus, 10 seconds.
Well,
Anyone
10 to 15 seconds. I was watching on like it was in slow motion. But then again, that could be just sort of it could be Orton trying to remember his lines.
I was going to say, this involving the Big Show. Are you sure it wasn't?
To then have the lights go out. Attack!
The Big Slow.
Attack! And then the lights come on. The entire place is an absolute wreck. For then Orton sneak out, put his hoodie back up as if that's, yes, no one saw me do this, even though it's on the fucking camera.
That's literally like walking into your local Sainsbury's and wrecking the whole entire chocolate aisle, out with putting your hood up and then walking out with all the stash.
Yeah, literally just whistling to yourself as you bite on the first bar of dairy milk, going, this was the perfect crime.
Yeah, this was absolute perfect. Nobody saw my face.
Absolutely nobody.
Even though there was
I haven't just caused more carnage than Booker T and Steve Austin in the Green Frog supermarket.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nobody saw that, though.
No one saw that.
That's true. See? Matt Burns, see? It is possible.
You know what?
I made a Booker T reference and I didn't mention the Room of Candles.
For fuck's sake!
Oh. Ooh.
I was waiting for it.
Yeah, you were waiting for it from me, really, though, weren't you?
I actually was this week.
Yay!
Different Booker T reference. I'm
to
trying.
To then segue into the usual reference.
The usual what? You mean under new management, Alistair Black's room of candles.
Just now.
Anyway, don't put that soapbox away yet because we haven't even got started on the main event yet.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Main event.
Main event. You go first, and I'll see if I can counteract the odds.
Right. Please feel free to jump in at any point if you wish to join in, because I feel you've been marginalised so far.
That's okay.
I'm taking a step back.
Oh, okay. Right. What was wrong with this? What was right with it, basically?
Roman looked more dominant and looked more like a villain.
-5 stars. Never mind that shit. Here's Roman.
I will give it a -1,000 stars. Not because I don't like Roman Reigns.
No, that's not why I have an issue with it either.
It's not because of that. It's because...
Right.
Bury someone.
Yeah.
And cremate them at the same time and literally put the ashes in an urn and piss in the urn.
And then mould the pissy ashes into a Warhammer figure, put it in the middle of a room, and then drop a 10-ton weight on it.
Exactly, covered in shit.
Oh, Jesus. Right, here is how I would have booked this match. Stop me if you can see how there's anything wrong with this scenario, right? Match goes on. Jay is unexpected threat. Jay continues to be unexpected threat, continues to beat on Roman despite various comeback attempts, continues to make it look, for all intents and purposes, like he genuinely has Reigns' number. Jay gets to the point where he is about to shock the world and win the Universal Championship. Cue low blow from Roman or something illegal from Paul Heyman. And Roman deciding discretion is the better part of valor. He'd rather stay champion and live to fight another day. And as he's walking away, Paul Heyman saying loudly enough to be audible on camera to him, "You underestimated him." And Jay standing tall in the ring going, "Is that all you've got? Big dog? I thought you were better than that." Boom. Rematch. Money. Shut up and take my money. I'll watch that rematch. You've made yourself a new single superstar.
I'd watch that, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, apart from the low blow, I think low blows have been too overused.
Well, or Heyman distracting the referee so that he can... something to get him disqualified anyway.
Don't even get me started on low blows and heels in WWE.
Yeah, well, that was why I went for that. It's because it's WWE's default tactic, isn't it?
Which ended up happening in the match anyway.
Yeah.
The most devastating move in all wrestling entertainment. Do you know
I
which
thought,
one?
I thought that was the schoolboy.
No, it's the backslide.
It's one or the other.
But behind both of them is definitely the fist meat ball bag situation.
Better yet, if you ever want a reference on how it feels, just ask AJ.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Top 5. Roll up, backslide, fist meat ball bag, top turnbuckle meat ball bag, foreign object meat ball bag. There you go.
Right.
Because
I'm going to...
there is no greater comedy in the world to Vincent Kennedy McMahon than ball bags.
Right. I'm going to sort of counteract you a little bit.
Yeah. But, well, yeah, the point I was just sort of building towards is they did literally everything wrong in this match. They killed Jey Uso permanently in a completely completely unredeemable way. He is dead. He is no longer a serious threat.
Disagree.
Tag team division, never mind the main roster. He is dead. He is gone. He is buried. Roman has literally channeled the worst vices of what they used to accuse Triple H of doing, and as a result,
no, I'm sorry, but Triple H doesn't do that. I think you're more referencing Brock Lesnar.
What they used to accuse Triple H of doing in the Attitude Era, and when he came back from his injury and just flattened everybody.
Yep.
Whether he actually did it or not, they used to accuse him of it on a regular basis.
Yeah. But anyway,
But
I'm
yes,
going to
it
disagree
was
with you a
dreadful.
little bit.
So go on, please.
Because I think the commentary already buried Jey Uso at the beginning of the damn match when Jade started to dance, and you got Corey Graves who says, "Oh, look at him, Jimmy Uso playing mind games." For them, Michael Cole say, "Don't you mean Jay?"
Yeah.
Who said that?
Especially,
Sorry, who called him Jimmy?
Jimmy. It was
Was it Byron
Graves?
bloody Saxton?
Graves. Corey Graves.
I'd expect
Right.
better of Graves. I would have
Wait,
just gone,
what didn't
typical if it
exactly
was Saxton.
help is the fact that the week before on SmackDown, you got Jey Uso saying, "I've got everyone sitting around saying, which Uso are you?" Fuck. Right? That's one of my major gripes. As much as you could turn around and say it was an absolute burial, yes, it was a bit of a defeatist, but take into account that Roman did end up throwing in the cheap low blow in the match from a kick out. So that's the reason why he took advantage of that situation and buried him, because he'd somehow hit a ball bag shot.
Yeah, that's fine. That's what happened. We're not arguing that. What we're arguing is, why did it need to happen?
It had
Yes.
to do...
Back me up on this here, James. Come on.
Yeah, it just I'm sorry, but it just doesn't make sense.
Doesn't make sense.
doesn't
Why
make
am I fucking
sense.
monster?
I haven't got it. I'm drinking Rockstar.
Sorry. I'm rambling there.
Other energy drinks are available.
I'm just rambling. But anyway, the point being is getting back onto the trying to make sense of it to a degree.
Yes.
Trying. Notice the words. Is the fact that it's WWE. They're going to fit in a low. You turn heel, fit in low blow here.
Yes.
Right.
It's kind of the sort of.
They at least.
The match has been with someone who's too high octane for you to get in the 5-minute chin lock rest hold spot.
Orton.
Therefore, by law of averages, you must use a low blow. The universe must not lose balance.
I'm surprised that Vince doesn't have like the babyface's tattoo, low blow me here, just written.
Don't give him the idea.
Too late, mate. I'm expecting royalties from this.
Well, checks made payable to the Burning Truth, please.
And include James Irvine.
Oh no, I'm a sharer. I'll share it with you guys. Yeah,
that's fine.
That's appreciated. Thank you.
So it gets from Munster.
Yeah, we'll call it James's Monster Fund. But yeah, the whole main event. I had my very good friend and wrestling co-critique, GPW Kevin Moss, one of the commentators for Grand Pro Wrestling, who I talk to online quite a lot, bugging me to watch this show for a week because I only actually got around to watching it on Friday, going, I want to discuss Jey versus Roman with you. And then when I took it to pieces in the way that I did, was absolutely crestfallen because he somehow thought that Roman's burial was a good thing.
Right.
Okay. Didn't know really where to go with that, so I just changed the subject. But
for me, it was good storytelling simply because it was just done in a unique way. As much as you could turn around saying it was a burial, it was to a degree because you got Jimmy coming out and throwing in the towel, but Jey never gave up.
That is the one little green shoot of hope in this whole thing.
Yeah.
Is that they didn't actually have Jey give up. That is the only positive from that.
He didn't give up.
And also, to counter your argument, unique isn't automatically good. Hashtag ECW December to Dismember.
Yes.
Hashtag hardcore weapons of choice elimination chamber. Hashtag TNA reverse battle royal. Do I need to go on?
Please do so if you can.
Yeah, was just about to say, please do. I'm intrigued.
I'm intrigued now.
No, I'm just using these as examples of unique and different for the sake of it isn't necessarily a good thing.
We'll take into
I need
account.
to say any more?
You can
There's
do
two
if.
thunderously valiant examples of why unique for the sake of it isn't good.
Go on
Two of the
then.
worst angles in wrestling history. I don't
Go
think
on.
I need to go on.
Go on, then.
I just want to put this in about the Hulk because I don't just completely off the main event topic, but what about the Abyss commenting? Do you not find him hilarious?
Abyss, yes. He is
Joseph
absolutely
Parks.
fantastic and needs to be an on-screen manager.
Yes.
As
Joseph
in, like,
Parks.
at ringside and generally just... They need to make use of that.
Yes, they do. Oh, God.
Oh, and not to mention, just to add length to the whole thing, Abyss needs to win the 24/7 title at some point soon, and so him and R-Truth can trade comedy over the title.
Oh, that would be hilarious.
Yeah, just putting that out there.
Yeah.
What reign is he on now?
41 last time I checked.
Oh, good lord.
41-time world
Right.
champion
Anyway.
in WWE.
I think this was to prominently push Roman as a major heel by basically having him destroy his own family. Basically, because Corey Graves literally stated on commentary, if this is what he does to family, what the hell will he do to anyone else?
Well, no, I understand that as an end game. I just think they went like literally 180 degrees completely the wrong way about getting there.
Yeah. I mean, really, what can you really push with Roman Reigns apart from Superman Punch? Spear.
Yeah.
Don't you dare say it.
The thing...
Don't you dare say it.
Say it.
Don't you dare say that line
I'm
that
the
Mark
devil on
Cole
the other
says.
shoulder. Say it.
Do not dare say that line that Mark Cole says every damn appearance he turns up, because that man needs to be slapped.
Now I want you to say it just because of how angry it makes Matt Burns.
Oh, yeah. You really want me to say it?
Don't you do
It's
it.
entirely up to you. I do as much as Matt Burns doesn't, so it's your call.
The big dog.
What God, Michael Cole?
It's a big dog.
For Christ's sake,
yeah.
use the new
Hashtag
nickname.
out of nowhere. Oh, wait, no, that's the other guy. But still, yeah.
Use the other nickname. His new nickname.
What is his new nickname? The Crown?
The Tribal Chief.
What?
Yeah, because that's not a bullshit nickname.
They call it,
The
no,
Tribal-
Heyman is calling him the Tribal Chief. That was the whole point of the feud, saying he is the top guy in the family.
But right, as far as pro wrestling nicknames go, that's right up there with going, oh, my first name's Mike, so I'm going to call myself Iron because it was good enough for Tyson.
Yes.
It's fucking awful.
It's up there with names like Tatanka.
It's up there with getting and this is topical, I can shoehorn this in, trust me, it's up there with getting a Samoan wrestler to A, pretend to be a sumo wrestler, and B, giving him the name of the grand champion of all sumo wrestlers ever, as if that wasn't as insulting as it could possibly be to every other sumo wrestler on the planet.
Even though they now officially recognise him as Samoan.
Yes, but that's not my point. The point is, they could have given him any other name. Yokozuna is the title of Grand Champion of all sumos. Something he, never having set foot in Japan at that point, pointedly wasn't.
One way of how to insult an entire nation.
A WWE speciality since 1967.
Oh, yes.
Crude national stereotypes equals heel equals the WWE way, always and forever.
What was the guy? Oh, who was the wrestler that was that did the terrorist gimmick?
The terrorist.
No.
Mohammed Hassan.
That's the one. Yeah. Not
that
stereotypical.
went down about as well as it deserved to, given how how badly it was handled, to be honest. But yeah,
You do know that gimmick basically retired him from wrestling.
yeah, he's now gone back to being a teacher, which is what he was before wrestling, because he basically couldn't get work after that.
Yeah, that is just really, really bad.
Yeah. It's a shame you mentioned that, actually, because now we know WWE listen to this. Royalty checks made payable to the Burning Truth. So you know what gimmick Mansoor's going to get lumbered with now, don't you?
Oh, God.
Just no.
Oh.
No. No. Please, no.
And on that bombshell, it's time to move on.
Yes.
I think that particularly draws a line under Night of the Clash of Champions presents FWA Gold Rush.
Yeah, pretty much.
There's a line in the sand, and WWE always know how to cross it.
Yes. Cross it. They quite literally act as though it's the ashes of Jey Uso's career and piss on it. See how I listened to what you said earlier and made reference back? I'm trying here.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
However, there's an additional subject that we've got to cover.
Is it the similarity of WWE stealing an idea from Ring of Honor and pushing a tag team specialist called Jay as a singles superstar?
No, it's pretty much going off that event.
Ah, okay.
It's finally moving on to SmackDown for one segment.
If James got that reference.
Briscoe.
Briscoe.
But anyway, let me just mention SmackDown briefly.
Man.
If anybody's been watching SmackDown recently, they've been doing some vignettes for a female model coming into it.
A model?
Sort of. She is untouchable, unbreakable. She's untouchable. She can't be beaten. She is amazing. She is changing herself. She is redefining herself. Then they revealed her.
Oh, sweet merciful Jesus! It's not fucking Eva Marie, is it?
No.
Good. Moving on.
Basically saying she amounted to nothing, did absolutely nothing in her previous presence or gimmicks, and you sit there and you think, fucking really?
So it's someone who didn't actually amount to nothing, who actually did a reasonable amount in her previous gimmicks, but they're just like trying to shovel that under the rebrand.
First, Women in the Bank. She was also, I believe, if I'm not mistaken,
I must not use Google. Give me another clue.
She was also a SmackDown Women's Champion. She was also a 24/7 champion with the record holder.
Right.
When did Alundra Blaze win the SmackDown Women's Championship?
No.
Yes, I know.
No, I know who it is. I'm just stalling in case James didn't. It's good.
No,
you are referring, of course, to a certain someone who used to be associated with a really hairy, irritating prick with a big mouth and his tall, lumbering friend.
Yes, that would be the one.
Yes.
Carmella.
Yes. The manager, as we all know, of Jesse and Festus.
I understand the gimmick that she's going for, that she is better than everybody else, but to bury everything that she's done.
Yeah. Well,
really?
No, to be fair to them, they have got a point. She wasn't really the first Miss Money in the Bank, was she? James Ellsworth was.
Yes.
For fuck's sake.
Bring Matt back down to here, shall we? Booker T room candles? Anybody?
Yeah, something like that. No,
Yeah.
any minute now I'm going to have to mention that's not how you spell Jackson, Riker.
For fuck's sake.
Did somebody say slap nuts?
Oh, slap these.
It doesn't exactly help the fact that they've brought her back the way they've done it in such a ridiculous way. Take into account, here's what she's done. She is a 2-time WWE 24/7 champion. She is a 1-time WWE SmackDown Women's Champion, a Mixed Match Challenge winner of Season 2 with R-Truth, Miss Money in the Bank for the women's side for 2017, and she was also WrestleMania Women's Battle Royal winner of 2019.
Wow.
Yeah, but look on the bright side. They haven't given her a jockstrap for a mask, given her the name Retrospective, and stuck her in a shitty dead-end gimmick of hackers, have they?
Don't give him the idea.
Give them a great idea now, aren't you?
Introducing the 6th member of Spirit Squad 2020.
But
The
this is
other
what I'm saying.
one.
Yeah, but
You can just imagine Vince listening to this and just going, "Oh, that's a great idea, guys.
good idea. That makes sense. That makes sense.
That makes sense."
That makes sense.
Yes, and as we always
what makes
say,
it-
checks
and-
made payable to the Burning Truth, please.
And what makes it even worse is basically saying, "Oh, all of her past stuff is non-recognizable." I can see that they're trying to make a change, but
We all know
Really?
there's very recent experience of them trying to do that with someone and it just not working. And
wait,
them
wait,
pretty quickly sweeping it under the carpet and going back to exactly how she was before. Don't
Yeah.
leave Morgan.
Ooh.
I can wait. Liv Morgan, go back another one, please.
I mean, that was just the first example that came into my head. There's more.
Yeah. Or don't you forget the other atrocity of Emmalina going to, Emma going to Emmalina.
No, that doesn't count because the atrocity never actually officially made its debut because
did.
she kept sandbagging because she hated the gimmick that much that it got her fired.
No, she did actually debut it. For one time, she literally walked out. "Hi, I'm Emmalina, and I'm now going to go back to Emma."
Yeah,
What a fucking waste.
I don't believe in this gimmick, so I'm half-assing it so much this is probably the last time you'll see me. Goodbye. And
I'm
it turned
sorry.
out to be the truth.
I'm sorry, but they tried to get her doing a gimmick that she's not comfortable with.
Yes, exactly.
Translation, "Oh, aren't you comfortable with the tough?"
P45. Bye. Next
And yet
one off the
she's
production line. What has WWE never learned, despite the fact that it's how all the best people get over?
Why is it that
Let them be themselves.
Yes, and on top of that, why is it that this gimmick keeps getting pushed down our throats repeatedly where it keeps fucking failing?
Which particular one are we talking about here? Because that doesn't narrow it down much.
The one that Emmalina was going to have, the one that Liv Morgan was going to have, and now Carmella is going to have.
The only thing I could say about Carmella is that I didn't even notice that she was gone.
Yeah, that's a pretty damning indictment. I didn't know she'd gone either. And for a good long period of you doing the build-up, I genuinely thought you were talking about... Shit, my mind's gone blank. I can't think of the name I was going to say.
Melina, Alundra Blaze.
No, I genuinely thought you were going to be talking about the one who, in my opinion, very unfairly got the nickname Miss Piggy.
No.
Whose real name I genuinely, and for my sins,
Mickey
can't
James.
remember. No, after that.
It was
Mickey
Mickey
James.
James.
The conversation with Stephanie in the women's Money in the Bank ladder match at the headquarters.
Oh,
No,
The bodybuilder one.
She's tagging with Otis's missus now.
Yeah, what's her name? Help me out of the hole here.
Nope, you've dug it. You can pull yourself back out.
you really shouldn't have mentioned the rumour candles there, JB.
Yeah, I genuinely can't think of the poor woman's name.
You pushed the candle button.
Right, that's it. You can suffer dead air while I Google it then. So see yourself.
He shouldn't have done that. But anyway, the point being is, the gimmick's been done to death where it keeps failing. Why is it that they somehow keep trying to put it on, oh, it didn't work here. Grab somebody else and fit it on them.
All I could say is Carmella's gimmick was really, really annoying. Really annoying. And this one's going to be even worse. But the only thing that's even more
but there's
worse...
a difference with Carmella. No, there's a difference with Carmella. With Carmella, it was annoying where you actually could boo it because you didn't like it because she was being a villain, which I'm fine with.
No, with Carmella, it was more or less the case I wanted to take off my head and shove it up my own arse.
It's even worse.
Actually have rather genuinely ripped your own ears off, tilted your head upwards, and poured freshly boiled shit into the hole.
Yes.
Fair enough. I'm still coming up a blank on what the poor woman's name was.
He really shouldn't have pushed that candle button, shouldn't he?
No, he shouldn't. He's still going.
He's still
genuinely
going.
Still looking at it right now. And I have no idea. I've got a picture of her on my phone screen in the match.
Do you want me to put you out your misery?
I only asked 10 minutes ago. Please.
Dana?
Yeah, that's half of it.
Dana Brooke?
Yes, thank you. You see, the point I was trying to make is I'm not doing this for comedic effect. I genuinely cannot fucking remember.
Who is now tagging with Mandy Rose?
Yeah, okay, fine. So she is. Good for her. But I thought it was her because,
Nope.
Let's face it, she hasn't, for reasons best known to WWE and the booking team, had a career that they could brush under the carpet because, frankly, she's never really caught fire yet, has she?
Well, take into account she was part of Titus Worldwide.
Titus World Trip. Titus Worldwide, we guarantee you'll enjoy your trip.
And we at the Burning Truth never got a postcard.
No, we really didn't. It was quite insulting.
It was. I'm absolutely disgusted.
Yeah. Nice postcard all the way from Dubai. Would have been lovely.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Mind you, I did hear that he actually stopped sliding somewhere just outside Charlotte, North Carolina. Woo!
Right. Anyway, let's bring this back in, shall we?
Yeah. Let's rein this back in because we've still got a lot of ground to cover, and we're not covering any with this bollocks.
No, we're not. We're definitely not covering it.
Hey, this is why you listened every week before you became a part of it, right, James?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
We're going to have to pretty much cut some of the original topics out.
For time reasons.
Yeah, but anyway, we need to get on to one of the major ones that we've got to cover this week, which is WWE and Twitch.
Yes, we need to mention this, although I'm going to take a back seat to this because I don't remember if I said it at the start of the show or if it was in our little discussion before we even fired up and came on air, but this is a bin fire of such epic proportions. And yes, I'm aware of everything else I've talked about on this episode so far. That makes it quite spectacularly epic that I don't want to get involved.
Yeah.
That's fine.
So, Matt Burns, over to you.
Right. Basically, all I'm just going to point out is the fact that WWE, in their infinite wisdom, have been going back and forth with social media.
Yes.
Right. Now, I have no worries with the fact of they wanting to get, they're saying, no, you can't do that. And then at one point they were saying, oh, no, you can't use your gimmick. Fine. Okay. because they own it. So they can use their own names then.
You would
Okay.
think WWE would be, sorry, just to interject here, absolutely fine with them using the gimmick on the proviso that they get a cut because they own the name and therefore they take royalties.
Yeah, you'd think that would be the case, but no, that's not the case anymore. Basically, WWE have changed it on their head to saying, oh no, we know how much money you're making off it, so if you want to be using Twitch streaming, using any form of credibility of us, you've got to sign a brand new contract that is non-negotiable if you basically sign it, where your appearances basically on Twitch or any revenue that you earn on there is basically now ours, and if we give you a percentage of it, actually goes towards your extra bonus from us. So in actual fact,
basically it goes in with the merch bonus. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, it actually gets included into it. So once they hit their limit of their merch bonus, they don't get any more money. So in actual fact, they're going to be earning even less. And take into account that Paige is making, I believe, 6 figures on Twitch.
More than she probably made from wrestling, let's be honest.
And that's now gone.
The thing is, no, it won't, because she won't sign that contract.
Which means if she doesn't sign the contract while still doing it, she could end up being let go.
Yep.
Which I think, knowing her, she's probably quite keen to do if she's making a 6-figure sum.
On top of that, and what makes it even worse is, and this is where I stress enough about it, that WWE is now forcing the wrestlers to sign this contract saying, if you do it, you are obligated and you have no say in the matter. But if you miss an appearance on there or decide not to do it, you get punished, basically, for them to state of, you could either lose revenue or, time off and being sacked.
I'm sorry, is this the case that they have to sign this if they want to continue using their WWE name?
Possibly. Or if
because
no,
that's the case,
no, it's not. It's not. It's actually to use it even. No, it's even if you want to
even
themselves.
Using your own birth name, which
Yep.
WWE does not have legal control over. It's
Correct.
about as watertight as my colander.
Nope, it's actually including.
Stand.
Nope, it's even if you're wanting to use your name, because they're stating if you're using your name, the fact that you are a worker for them, they can potentially get rid of you. Yeah, basically, but on top of that, but take into account,
there's about as much legal standing in that as there is in the idea that if I was to stand here right now and say, I am the president of Zimbabwe, it actually makes me the president of Zimbabwe. It doesn't work like that. It's more complicated.
True.
Than...
However, and this is the fine line, people are kicking off a storm with this because I believe you stated Mia Yim, also known as Recognize, is basically even kicking off about it, or retrospective, or whatever. The point being is the fact that, bear in mind that they are forcing their workers into this contract and everything, but
no, forcing their independent contractors.
I was just about to say. That's
the big part of it.
That's the big part of it.
That's what I'm saying. The whole thing is about legally binding as a colander that's doubling as a chocolate fire guard.
However, somebody on social media has even stated that depending on the future of America, if a certain person becomes the new president, there is going to be talks of sending a message to them to state what does actually constitute as an independent worker for WWE, because somebody's abusing their power here.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, the quote goes from someone called Andrew Yang.
Yeah.
Hearing from talent that WWE is forcing performers to sign new contracts that include Twitch. Yang tweeted, streaming on Twitch will become a work obligation, and if talent doesn't stream, they will forego earnings, be suspended or face penalties. And it doesn't sound like independent contractors.
No,
that sounds like work.
That is entirely unsustainable for the simple reason that maybe 30% of the roster even use Twitch.
Yeah.
The other 70% are going to be like, what? You're going to force me to do this now against my
much.
will? I don't even like video games. What are you talking about?
No, you don't. No,
approach.
it doesn't even have to be video games. You can actually just talk on it. Just talk to fans. That's it.
Yeah, but you could do that on YouTube, though.
You can do that on YouTube. You can do that on any number of other social media platforms. All it's basically going to do is drive people to, Patreon, YouTube, any number of other
Patreon.
platforms.
Or, I'm just pointing it out there, the burning truth.
Well, exactly.
I know what you
point.
do that.
Well made.
Good point.
Could have some incredibly famous wrestling superstar co-presenters in the near future.
Yes, could we desperately get Roman Reigns on so I could tell him how much I hate him?
We could very possibly get any number of people from the main roster on, so I could do likewise.
I hate to drop bombshells, but that was just a massive one I had to get off my chest.
Better yet. If it comes down to it, I'll even pay for this one just to tick off JB. Hi, Lacey Evans.
Do you know what? My hatred towards Lacey Evans has mellowed. It really has.
That's fine.
I don't hate her. I'm just happy to ignore her.
No, I don't hate
Flair,
her.
On the other hand, you can get her on with Roman Reigns, and I'll be happy to tell that.
No, not doing it.
Deleted for legal reasons. Exactly what I think about.
Not biting.
I was just water shed on that one.
Yeah. Not biting on that one. Not biting. Nope. Let's move on.
Yes. Cameron Grimes. There's another good example.
What?
I'd like to stand face to face with that little pipsqueak and tell him I hate him and that everything he does is awful.
It's just no. I'm sorry. I disagree with you on that one. I thought he did absolutely brilliant in Impact. He did absolutely brilliant in Pro Wrestling Guerrilla. He did absolutely brilliant anywhere on the Independence. Comes to WWE and WWE decide to give him a Southern accent and do some stupid shit.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. I'm not necessarily saying he personally is a terrible human being. I'm simply saying the fact that he agreed to and is doing that gimmick.
Yes, but take into account...
I hate everything about it, and I want it to die.
I'm really sorry to say this. Does it sound like he had a choice?
He's got more of a choice than ever. Ring of Honor, Impact Wrestling, AEW. He has more of a choice than ever.
He does, but if he wants to work in the top promotion...
Hi, I'm Cameron Grimes. I'm a 2-cent Ric Flair ripoff. How you doing?
Fuck! And did you see what happened on NXT this week to him?
This week, no.
He was killed!
Oh, was he? Oh, my condolences to his family. Maybe he'll get to go to AEW and have a proper gimmick now.
By someone who's actually come from the NXT UK.
Does it? Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hillock Liechtenstein.
What?
Hillock Liechtenstein.
No.
Oh, sorry, no. Peak Moldova.
No.
I'll get there in the end. Slight Incline Kazakhstan.
Huh? No, the one that used to be an ex-rugby player?
Yeah. Uphill Mozambique.
Ah, fine. I get what you mean. But anyway, point being is...
Name of something that is a hill, name of a country. That's how he picked his name, so I'm just making up better ones.
Anyway, the point being is, Cameron Grimes did his open challenge, shooting to the stars of the moon. Has one guy come out, pretty much killed the guy.
Yes.
With the cave in, and I'll say this too. I'll just say this: whoever was the one that took that cave in, I'm really, really sorry you had to go through that, because I felt so sorry for that jobber.
Why did he legitimately die?
Just wait till you see the footage.
Ouch!
It was one of them. As soon as he got hit, if anyone's ever seen Bottom, it was like Eddie Hitler going, he was dead before he hit the ground.
Ouch.
It was
Do you know
like,
what? That cave-in is a move that's not had a good history, is it?
no,
Hang
this
on, mate.
move just looked like
Did you see the physical gymnastics Finn Balor had to do to move around underneath him to make it land properly when he hit it on him? I didn't think a guy could move backwards through space and time that spectacularly.
What made it worse with this guy is it looked like he didn't even legit know it was coming. It was like, hi, I'm right, what the fuck?
American independent wrestlers, not known for their brains, really. It's possible.
But
anyway, I'll have to check out the footage next week and take your word for it. But by God, I just. Anyway, we digress. Talking about Twitch and how WWE's position, from what I can see, even with my laughably limited legal experience, basically is not watertight in the slightest, won't hold, and they haven't got a hope in hell of upholding it.
They haven't got a leg to stand on.
No.
Genuinely, because if it actually went to court and someone turned around and says, well, this and that, the problem is, if it goes to court at this moment in time, WWE have actually got a foothold because they're using this terminology basically to stop having to pay additional pay, towards them, because they are technically independent contractors, not workers. So in actual fact, they don't even have to give them the same HR, department stuff credibility.
Like a massive ploy just to get rid of some of the talent without actually kicking them out the door.
Pretty much, that's part of it.
I'm pretty much hoping that they basically just are sat there with all of Vince's fingers and toes crossed, hoping that Lana ignores it so that they can fire her. Or is that just me being harsh?
Actually being harsh. I think the only reason why Lana is being kept around is to tag with Natalia, and the fact that Vince probably still finds her name backwards funny.
Oh yeah, of course. But I've just also got now visions of the little. You mentioned Bottom earlier. Visions of the live play and a little aside that Richie made at one point. Vince looking at Lana. Why don't you fuck off? Go join your husband in fucking AEW, you stupid bitch.
Probably because.
Your friends.
Probably because they're probably feeling sorry for her husband at the moment, who had a really terrible debut.
A really terrible debut?
Yep.
How did?
He had a terrible debut match.
Was it a bit of a car crash?
Oh, no kidding. The fact that two people almost died in the match at one point.
I've not seen this, but please fill me in.
He almost killed his own tag team partner somehow. He almost killed his opponent somehow. And you got JR calling his finisher wrong.
Well, have he renamed his finisher?
Yes, he's renamed it to Game Over. And JR almost, technically did call it the Accolade.
Well, yes. Bit of a car crash. Well, Eddie, we all know that's because your brain is like a car crash. There's bits flying everywhere.
For Excalibur to
stretch the bottom thing to the absolute limit.
Excalibur made the save.
Well, isn't that just effing marvellous?
Anyway, the point.
I love these bottom quotes.
I could keep going all day. I'm here all week, folks.
For God's sake. Even that's one!
Why? Have my trousers fallen down? No, they haven't.
No, for God's sake.
I see your point.
Anyway, let's just move on, shall we? Let's move on, because I'm about to lose my shit in a minute.
What, again?
Again, yeah. Because personally, I think over the whole situation with Twitch, WWE cannot technically legal hold them for ransom in regards to it, because they are independent contractors, as they say. Basically, what they're saying is they want to be classify them as independent contractors, but treat them as workers.
Yeah, they basically
shouldn't be working like that. And
can't be allowed to do it.
It's
not.
And the topic of that discussion should be held up within much higher up, and needs to happen ASAP.
I was going to say, in the fullness of time, like as soon as someone legally challenges it, I'm sure it will. But
unfortunately,
what you're saying is the sooner the better, right?
Sooner the better.
Yeah.
But the only problem is, it won't. They can't actually technically do it right now.
Why not?
Who is the president?
Oh, Dr. Coronavirus. I mean, Vince's best friend.
Yes.
Yeah. Forgot all about that.
But anyway, we're not going to touch politics. We're not going to touch.
Of them were.
We're not going to touch. We're not going to touch politics.
Base. You want to touch base with it?
Right. Let's just move on into the next.
I will do no such thing, you
Let's-
foul pervert. Sorry,
Let's just move on to the next subject, please, ladies and gentlemen.
There's
Anyway,
a bottom quote for everything, by the way.
let's just get into NXT TakeOver 31. In case if anybody hasn't realised,
It's
the
tonight.
predictions of myself and JB are already out on social media already.
They are. Matt
However-
Burns thought that we'd all agree on all 5 matches. We didn't.
Anyway, we've got our third broadcast partner, our guest broadcast partner, who I hope could possibly be a mainstay.
If all goes well, new third broadcast partner, yes.
But anyway,
Yeah.
He's here. We need to get his predictions, is what you're going for with this.
pretty much.
Shall I shoot?
Fire away, Ducky. I'm all ears.
Really?
No.
Really? You fit in Ducky, especially with Booker T. Really?
Well, A, it's a bottom quote, and B, yeah, it kind of ties in quite nicely with Booker T.
Yep.
So-
Also, you forgot about Candle in the Eye.
Because I didn't fucking want one.
Don't mind me, I'm just rocking back and forth.
You do anyway.
I'm rocking back and forth.
That
I'm rocking back and
violent
forth.
squeaking gears, that's Matt Burns' chair rocking
That's
backward.
Matt Burns doing his finest mankind impression.
I think once we finish this, he'll want a boiler room match.
Yeah, I think you're safe. I think
Where's
it's
the
just me
bleach?
at the moment.
Where's the bleach?
No, he said boiler room match, not cure for coronavirus. Calm down.
Yeah, come on, not bleach. Oh. My prediction is sell it bang.
Right. Let's just go back.
James, can I just say congratulations on your promotion to new co-host of The Burning Truth? Because I've got a feeling he's not going to be inviting me back after this.
I'm just going to have an aneurysm.
Commiserations, my friend.
Well, it's better to go out with a bang than a whimper, that's all I'm saying.
Right.
Have you
Let's
got
just-
the Semtex? No, Richie, no. It's just the way I'm standing.
How? How?
Oh.
Anyway, right, let's get this hugely derailed train somewhere close back to the lines, if we possibly can. James,
Right, I'm going with my predictions.
yes, please do.
My first prediction is I'm going for a Balor to win.
Yep.
I think we all went for that, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going for Shirai to win.
Snap.
Nope.
Also going for Priest, Kushida,
Yep.
and Swerve.
You have quite a lot in common, more with Matt Burns than me, I believe.
Yes, she does.
I
One
think
exception.
Gargano is going to win, but by DQ, or in a way that means Priest keeps the title.
Yeah,
Actually,
which I agree with you there. So probably that's my thinking, but it's
Yeah.
still a win for Gargano. But
But,
Yeah.
but Priest retains. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Either way.
For me, as we said, the difference between me and Irvine is probably the NXT Women's Championship match. I've gone for Candice.
Ooh, interesting. Whereas we both think that, Io's going to retain. Okay, why have you gone for that?
Simply because
He's non-conformist.
No. One, I'm not saying that Io Shirai isn't going to be leaving with the championship.
Oh, you think along the similar lines to me with Gargano.
But the question is why I think it's going to happen and where the DQ is going to come into play.
Do you think it's going to be...
I think the DQ will come into play I think there's going to be at least one interruption on the entire night. Because don't forget, we have got that mystery person arriving.
Well, no, we haven't. No, we've already established this before we discussed. The mystery person is being teased in the long run. They're not arriving until the 10th of April. In a time machine.
Somebody's shooting. Someone's shooting. Someone, let's please just shoot him.
10:04:20.
Somebody's just shooting.
Somebody get JB's P45.
Somebody's just shooting because we didn't discuss it on the air.
No, we didn't. I said beforehand, yeah.
Right? All I'm just going to say is, personally, I think it all depends on where this person interrupts. Either way, it's going to be one of the main championships. So it's either going to be the NXT Championship or the NXT Women's Championship. I can't see them wanting to get into the NXT North American Championship because they are referencing the old NXT Championship, if I recall.
Yeah, which implies that the person in question won the pre-redesign, which is why they're trying to reclaim the belt that they won.
Pretty much.
The belt design that they won, as opposed to the current one.
Correct. Which where
leads us to speculate as to who it could be.
Exactly, which leads into the next subject quite nicely. The question is depending on who which one they come out to, it could end up being if it comes out to the guy to the NXT Championship. We've already got ideas of who it is. We've also got ideas of who it is NXT Women's, but there's also many other speculations and many different ideas.
Yeah. Of course, including the one I've just thought of, that it could be R-Truth, and he could genuinely think he was supposed to come out on the 10th of March or April or whatever it was. It, of course, won't be R-Truth, as he is not a former NXT champion, but I just had to get that in there.
He's going to make an appearance, isn't he?
It's not R-Truth, it's Little Jimmy.
Sure it's not Jay?
I see what you did there.
He might make an appearance, and that's a bit of luck, because I happen to have put up a bit of bunting on the off chance that he should care to do so.
Right. Anyway. The question is, do we think it's female or male?
Well, I have a potential candidate for either.
Same as I do.
As I believe James does as well.
The question is which direction do we think it's going to go?
My inkling, since no one else spoke, I'll go first, is because of the fact that the current men's champion has just returned, has returned and just reclaimed the title, and, Io Shirai didn't go anywhere and come back particularly. My leaning is it's probably going to be on the men's side.
Okay.
But I don't know if that's the same as you.
Nope. I actually think it's going to lead into the women's side.
Well, that's good. Difference of opinion promotes debate, Unfortunately, there are only two sides, so which one do you fall on? Is he still there?
Irvine. What are your thoughts? Male or female?
I think.
Or better yet, whichever orientation they are.
He thinks it's going to be R-Truth, who, as we all know, identifies as a fire truck. Sorry, what?
An ambulance. I think it's going to be along the women's. Something's going to happen.
Interesting.
Okay, so the question is who do we think it could be if it's a guy?
I'm going to let Irvine go first here because I think there's only one answer. I have a feeling that so does Matt Burns and that our idea might be the same. So let's see if his is different.
No, I literally have no idea.
Ah, okay.
Well, I've actually got more than one idea.
I've got a couple, but there's one that is, like...
Oh, definitely.
Head and shoulders above the rest.
Would it be somebody from the B team?
Nicely
That's
pitched there.
the one that everyone's going on.
Yes.
Although my other idea also features letters of the alphabet.
Go on.
We just discussed R-Truth.
There are three people with letters in their names, and that wasn't the one I was referring to.
Wait, I'm sorry, but I think everyone has letters in there.
Dose of an illegal substance. Since everyone else in his crew on the main roster are currently injured, it could be Big E.
No.
Or
no.
Huge bag of weed, depending on which way you want to take the illegal substance reference. I don't know.
It's definitely not going to be Big E. Definitely not. Especially seeing as he's involved on SmackDown next week. Especially for the draft.
What's Keith Lee doing nowadays?
Keith Lee, creative has got nothing for him until they reveal him in a couple of weeks' time as the leader of Spirit Squad 2.0.
No, he's
under the ring name Unlimited.
No.
There's no limit.
Anyway.
See what I did there?
Yeah,
I saw what you did there.
Unlimited.
Anyway.
Slap nuts!
Still a better name than Slapjack.
Did somebody say teabag?
Back to where we were.
Yes. Okay, so if it's not going to be Big E, and it's not going to be the one that we all think it kind of might be, which is...
There's Bo Dallas.
Jesus.
There's
Bo
actually
Dallas.
one person speculated, and a bit far-fetched, but one person suggested to have it be revealed as Bo Dallas, come out and go, yay, I've made it, to then suddenly be choked out by Samoa Joe.
Do you know what? Shut up and take my money.
Yeah, I was just about to say, take my money. I love Samoa Joe.
Samoa Joe is an awesome option, but he's not the other option that I've just thought of that it isn't going to be. But wouldn't it be interesting if it was?
Go on.
Say hello to the Wednesday Night Messiah.
Okay.
Wednesday Night Messiah.
Oh, come on. Who's currently called the Monday Night Messiah, for God's sake?
I have no idea what you're on about.
Oh, you're doing that. Okay, fair enough. Plus, the return of the someone's pissed in it blonde streak in his hair.
Fuck!
Now, go on. Who was your other idea? Since it's very unlikely to be him.
I'm actually on board with that idea, though.
Oh, it could work. Everyone we've mentioned so far could work, but you said there was someone else, and I'm guessing that wasn't him. So who did you have in mind?
That's still a good pick.
That's
still a good.
That's the Samoa Joe thing now. I am.
I am.
it to happen.
I was going to say I'd really like it if it was Samoa Joe way more than if it was, the other one, old blonde streak.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
But I really want it to be Samoa Joe now. So when it does turn out to be Bo Dallas, it's going to be a fucking letdown.
Bo Dallas turns up. Please check him out, check him out, check him out, check him out.
Yeah.
Now, there isn't any more. There was talk of Shinsuke Nakamura, but we already know he's not going to be there.
No.
Well, no. For obvious reasons.
Yep, because he's on SmackDown. Yep. But anyway, that's the guy side. So we were all banking on it being Bo Dallas and praying for Samoa Joe to choke him out.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's fine. But anyway, let's move.
I know
quickly.
who else it could be.
Go on.
He says jokingly as he clutches from the wreckage of the past of NXT someone who it blatantly is never going to be.
Go on.
Complete with placard saying "Save the Earth."
He was not an NXT champion.
I know. More's the pity.
No, moving on. But anyway. Oh, Kevin Owens
he's
is
also doing very well for himself in Japan, so I doubt.
Yes, he is. Kevin Owens is another one, but he's going to be primary engaged, especially next week, especially with who he's up against for the SmackDown for the draft.
Really?
Yes.
I don't remember who Kevin Owens' current feud is against, so please enlighten me.
Because on SmackDown this week, Kevin Owens did the KO show. No idea why he's on fucking SmackDown, because he's a Raw superstar.
Yes.
Just to talk to Alexa Bliss. You can see where this is going.
Oh, no. No, I'm sorry. I live on a cave on Mars and routinely put my fingers in my ears on a daily basis and hum La Marseillaise loudly. So no, I don't have a clue who you're talking about.
So basically then all of a sudden, him actually start asking questions for someone to appear, pretty much take him out, Sister Abigail by Bray Wyatt.
Yes.
Who then pretty much grabbed Alexa Bliss's hand and they looked like they were a happy couple and someone still putting out a picture saying still a better love story than Twilight.
Lucky bastard.
Just a bit.
And take into account that Alexa Bliss is actually officially single.
Yeah, second luckiest bastard on the planet in that case.
Although Alexa Bliss did come under fire recently.
Really?
On Twitter.
Really?
Yes, because she decided to cheer on her ex-boyfriend, Blake. Take your shot, but badly timed when it was being linked with the fact that he might be hitting on Mysterio's daughter, who is 19.
Hang on. Do you mean Murphy?
Yes.
Not Frosted Flake Wesley Blake?
No.
Who has been taken off television ever since those stupid comments his fellow tag team partner, "That's not how you spell Jackson," Riker said.
And they are due back.
Yeah.
No, they are due back.
You meant Murphy.
No, they're actually due back, by the way.
No, that's fair enough. I think they've had long enough in purgatory.
However,
they're still paying them, so they need to.
However, we don't know if it's going to be with Jackson or not. We don't know because Jackson's still opening his mouth on Twitter, and still people are like face palming that people are saying, "Can I just give you a light tap on the head with a fucking hammer?"
Please, may I very gently drop this 10-ton weight on you so it shuts you up?
Pretty much. But anyway, we digress.
I mean, we've got it lying around since we dropped it on Jey Uso's career, so we might as well make a money's
for
worth
fuck's
out of it.
sake. But anyway, let's get back. If it's a female mystery person who's debuting, who do we think?
Just before we do that, as an aside, was Rusev ever NXT champion?
No.
Thank fuck for that. Okay, moving on.
Game over. Anyway, moving on. Anyway, let's just get on to the female side.
Person, yes.
Who do we think?
Well, do
Me,
you know what?
screw it. I'll throw in mine.
Go on then.
I'm gonna go with the Sheenom Ember Moon.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
She's.
I'm sure I had another name on the tip of my tongue, but I don't think it's as likely as that, to be honest.
I remember what you mentioned previously beforehand, but that's not going to likely happen. Or it could do to possibly try cause more arguments.
Yes. It could potentially be one half of the current reigning, defending WWE Women's Tag Team Champions.
But then Soapbox would rank
And I
then
don't
ensue.
mean the half that's related to The Rock. Soapbox rant for what?
I was about to say, if one of them come back into NXT just to try and claim the belt again, I feel as though we've been down this road with fucking Charlotte Flair.
Yes.
Oh.
However, on the flip side,
Yeah.
you do get the impression that the large piece of white leather and gold and silver is the only thing anchoring her to the main roster.
No. I don't think that.
Because creative have got bugger all else for her.
No, they've got plenty for her. It's just Vince McMahon doesn't like her.
No, that's what I'm implying. Put her back in Triple H land and let him deal with her.
Even though technically from the draft, Triple H is absolutely bricking it because he could end up losing half his roster.
Oh dear.
He isn't even being told about the draft. Because take into account, draft just means NXT call-ups on the way!
Yes. But unfortunately, so far, although I have a feeling this draft may change, nobody usually moves the other way.
Nope. But it could be a difference maker. And if it does, could we see NXT becoming the third brand that Vince controls?
I hope. On the one hand, if Vince does the writing, I really
Oh,
really
no,
hope
no,
not.
no. My mistake. I know what the third brand's going to be. The official proper third brand for the WWE network and everything, for the whole WWE, is going to be Raw Underground.
Of course it is.
I say sarcastically.
Raw Underground in association with NXT UK.
Or Retribution.
Raw, where we can all bury our talent. That's where you all do so.
Yes.
No. It's where you bury new talent.
And existing talent.
Yes.
Unless you're Braun Strowman.
Yeah, he's boring anyway.
He's just basically...
No, like I said last week, no sold his change.
The Strowman Express has thoroughly run out of steam.
No. The evil monster, Strowman, is gone. He's now back to his get these hands, remember? But anyway.
Oh, for God's sake.
Yeah. Moving. Let's just go back. Anyway, I've gone for Ember Moon. I believe Ember Moon. Who are you going for, JB?
Well, I thought it was either going to be Ember Moon or Shayna Baszler because I couldn't honestly think of anyone else.
There could be...
Unless they do what I think they're going to do.
If it's Charlotte Flair, I am literally going to be really, really upset.
No, I am literally doing what you said a couple of weeks ago, and I'm filming an actual YouTube video of me physically eating my WWE Network subscription. Somehow.
I'll actually pay to see that.
Even though it's a direct debit and I don't know how to manifest it in a physical way.
That's why I said I'll pay to see that, because I'd like to see how you're going to do that.
If you got it on an Amazon Fire Stick or something, you could eat that.
No, I'm just going to have to write WWE Network.
Oh, hang on.
On a piece of paper and eat that.
So basically, I have to eat his console. Or his
what you're basically saying is I have to eat my Xbox.
Well, yeah. Your plan signed up.
No, because again, that's not the thing that pays for the network. It's simply the thing that I receive it through.
But
anyway, the point being, it won't be her any more than it's likely to be Paige. Let's be honest.
Paige here.
I miss Paige.
Actually,
we all miss Paige.
Actually, it could be.
Not in the sense that they've implied, as in coming to reclaim the title, because
No.
she's retired on the medical grounds that if she ever takes another bump, she'll die.
True, but take into account she was actually one of the first major
it could be
NXT
her
women's.
if she wants to come back and do an Eddie Dennis and just be like,
a manager.
nah, I'm injured and I'm going to become a manager now.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
That could happen, but
That'd be good.
that would be interesting, and that makes it.
And how? Wouldn't it be even more interesting if she decided to slide with Candice LeRae as her new best friend?
Well, I was thinking as the manager of everyone's least favourite New Zealand irritant and her massive Mexican friend, but
no, just no. We're not going down that road. No. Anyway,
did she wear a welcome fast? The captain of team. Oh, will you just fuck off? But don't let the door hit your ass on the way out, and don't take Gonzalez with you. She's got potential.
You really don't like her, do you?
I have absolutely no issues with her.
Even though she saved someone's life.
I have absolutely no issues with her as a face. As a heel, she sucks nearly as bad as.
Put it down to the booking.
Yeah. She's also rubbish at being a heel. She is a naturally nice person. It just radiates from her. She's not a natural heel. She's trying, but it's working about as well as
shitting into a fan.
Okay, I was trying to think of a slightly less scatological analogy, but okay, I'll go with that.
Yeah.
No comments. Moving on.
It's working about as well as a 2015 Honda Formula One engine.
Moving on. Anyway, we've got to cover the fact that NXT tonight, for NXT TakeOver 31, is not in its usual location.
It is not located at somewhere where NXT has been on tour the previous week or at Full Sail.
It could be Full Sail just being renamed for this. Who knows?
No, because I genuinely don't think Full Sail is big enough to fit the Blunderdome in.
And on top of that, take into account that Full Sail just also come through its own speculation of the outbreaks.
Yes.
I
think it's going to be a regular size.
Which is why I think is the reason for the move.
Yes. I think it's going to be a regular sized WWE arena because, like I said, I don't think the Blunderdome fits in Full Sail, but also that outbreak, yeah, they're probably not going to be there for a while.
Yeah,
I don't think the Blunderdome will fit in the Performance Centre either, so it's
it won't because the Blunderdome only fits in one place. Or haven't you noticed that? It hasn't moved.
Where is the arena that they use for it then?
The Thunderdome.
What is it? The Amway Centre, the Staples Centre? Which building have they turned into the Thunderdome?
I'm literally just getting it up now for you. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, where is it?
Talk amongst yourself, ladies and gentlemen, while we just Google this.
Oh my good lord. I believe... No, it's not even there. Where the hell is it?
It's in an unknown location.
The
Amway Centre.
The Amway Centre in Orlando. I thought
the Amway Centre.
Close to Full Sail.
Yeah.
It's in Florida. But it's basically... Is it a case of it's even more irritating and annoying because not only did it cost Vince an absolute bomb, but he can't move it anywhere?
Possibly. But anyway, the point being is, it looks like they've decided to debut, the Black and Gold band will have an all-new look tonight with the debut of the Capitol Wrestling Center.
Yeah, what is that?
What do you mean?
how is it not just the Blunderdome in the Amway Centre or Full Sail? What is the significance of those words?
Oh my God, it is. We apologise. I think it is.
Capital Wrestling Centre.
I just look at it. The Capital Wrestling Centre, a first reported by Sports Illustrated, NXT TakeOver 31 will emanate from the completely redesigned WWE Performance Center in Orlando, Florida.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh dear.
We're going to have a live audience.
Wait.
Of trainees.
Nope. No trainees. Actual live audience. Ladies and gentlemen.
War appearance.
What makes it worse, ladies and gentlemen, is it has been speculated on when it's going to be, and from what I can see, and this information I'm acquiring, so I can actually give you the damn source where I'm getting it from.
Yeah, it would be the website WWE.com.
Yes.
Quick question.
Yeah.
Is the Cruiserweight Classic... sorry, that's the other thing that they don't like to talk about with the initial CWC. Sorry. Is this a fully permanent renaming of the Performance Center?
Possibly.
Because that sucks, donkey dick.
What, Capital Wrestling Center? No, I'm sorry, but there's a reason behind it.
Yes, it's to do with history. However, make it somewhere else. The Performance Center is the Performance Center. It doesn't need renaming.
Well, it's a venue now for events. It's not the Performance Center anymore. It's an official venue now.
You can hear a dull thudding in the background, folks. It's me banging my head against the wall until all this madness goes away.
But anyway, in case you wonder in regards to the name, it's the Capital Wrestling Center.
The Capital Wrestling Federation was the
corporation.
Capital Wrestling Corporation, forgive me, was the official first ever name of Tootsmont and Jess McMahon's company, which was the precursor to the Worldwide Wrestling Federation.
Which
was the precursor to the World Wrestling Federation, which was the precursor to WWE, which was the precursor to NXT taking over everything and them quietly burying the words WW and E forevermore.
Or you wish.
Sorry, I went too far into the future.
Or you
Roll
wish.
that back.
Or you wish. But anyway, the point being is, it's going to be interesting to see what they do. Because the question is in regards...
a protein shake. Is that what that rattling noise is?
That's not me. That's not me.
That would be my penguin chocolate bar.
All right, okay.
I'm just having a munch, ladies and gentlemen.
That's fine.
Other snacks are available to the public in their own local shops. But anyway...
Yeah, so there's history to this, but it's still misguided. And anyway, that's where NXT TakeOver is coming from tonight.
Pretty much.
We really need to move on because we still need to do the epic fail / epic moment. And it's been far too long already.
It has, far too long. But anyway, let's move on because we were originally going to be doing the 30 years of Chris Jericho, but we'll save that for next week.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyway, in case if anybody wants to know, shall we do the non-wrestling subject while I step back?
Nah, we'll save that for next week as well. I mean, we said we were going to do it. We don't have to start it straight away. It's just...
Pretty much.
When we've got quieter news weeks, when there's less to rant about, we can fit stuff like that in.
Pretty much. But anyway, let's get on to the epic wrestling moments. Shall we say? Not moments.
Oh, well, yeah, because they're sort of a couple of interlinked ones this week, aren't they?
And seeing as we've got our third presenter today, would you care to start us off?
Yeah, I'm going to go with Matt Sydal. His epic debut at AEW.
Yeah.
With his nice little slip off the top rope.
Yeah, but that... What slip are you on about? That didn't happen. Or Sydal would...
Did.
Or Sydal would like you to believe. Being saved.
Matt
quickly
Sydal,
by his
known
opponent.
as anyone who's a WWE fan will know as Evan Bourne.
Yep.
Yes.
He went
Now,
to do his airborne and slipped.
Or Cyclorama.
whatever. His flippy top rope nightmare.
Yeah, flippy nippy doodah.
Basically, a big move in the air that's meant to be a shooting star press that just went almost horribly wrong. And what makes it even
Go on.
and what makes it even more funny, to cover it, I
Was it
believe, and this has been pointed out on Botchamania, that the Elite tried to cover it.
Okay. Did they blame an errant northeasterly wind?
They actually blame somebody who wears a lot of baby oil in their match.
Did they
at
accuse
AEW.
Miro of farting at an inopportune moment?
No, even though there was a lot of gas in the background.
Right. Okay, no, they're going for the baby oil approach, are they?
Yeah, basically because somebody who wears a lot of baby oil says he wants to make his mark, he decided to lather up the top rope with his baby oil.
Right.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen. So basically what happened is he decided to sexualise the top rope with his baby oil.
Yes, and then having sat and watched him do it, Matt Sydal, brain box of the week, decided, I'm going to use that turnbuckle. I'm going to use that exact turnbuckle.
What makes it worse is... what makes this even worse is the fact that this actually only got revealed after the event.
Yeah. All of which through spectacular parallels back
for me,
to moment. Brock Lesnar nearly killed himself with the exact same move.
Yeah, for me, why do I just feel like that Matt Sydal has just entered into a feud with somebody without even prior knowledge of it, saying, why did I fall off top rope? And then probably watching the Elite to watch that footage going, that motherfucker.
Yeah.
That motherfucker, he lathered up that top rope with his sexy baby oil.
How dare he?
Anyway.
Feud with him will have to wait, because first I'm going to have to get turned inside out by Brock Lesnar, because we're going to have a battle of the who can kill each other with a moonsault first.
Lesnar wins. Lesnar wins for the fact that Lesnar's shooting star press gone wrong at WrestleMania takes the win simply for the fact that, my God, when he landed it, it should have killed him. If it wasn't for his neck being so thick, it should have killed him. If it wasn't, that's just his neck. Never mind the fact that the grade 3, 4, 5, whatever concussion he had as well. If you could even remember his damn name after.
That's quite impressive.
And he finished the damn frickin' match with Kurt Angle.
Well, to be fair, Kurt Angle was the best person to be in the ring with in a situation like that.
Probably, yeah.
I'm right in saying as well that Kurt Angle actually sold it as if he'd hit it.
Yes.
No, he didn't. It didn't sound like he hit it. He sold it as if Lesnar accidentally brushed him aside.
Yeah, he sold it as if Lesnar had landed on him, at least vaguely.
Vaguely, yeah. Not all of it.
And stayed laid on the canvas for about a minute until Lesnar finally crawled over. And then you could just about see Angle grab his arm and pull it and drape it over him. So that he could get the pinfall, even though he didn't have a clue what state he was in.
No, he didn't. Lesnar got back up in the F5 for the finish.
Did he?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't remember that, but fair enough.
Rewatch it, genuinely.
I will do.
Lesnar finished the match with an F5. Kurt Angle pretty much got him up and just said, throw me, F5 me, finish this damn thing.
Okay, which makes...
Because then straight after the match, Kurt Angle hugged Lesnar, just, sort of had a bit of a one-on-one moment with him, probably saying, are you alright, are you okay, checking up on him. And, it's like, whoa.
What a move to throw in, though. Just like a heat of the moment move. Never done one in his life.
What?
No, that's the thing.
Wrong.
As a trainee, when he was learning how to be a wrestler from his amateur wrestling days when he was 80 pounds lighter. He used to routinely throw shooting star presses. That's what gave him the idea.
He used to do it in. He used to do it in OVW. He also used to do it in his dark matches with perfect precision.
Yeah, again, this is where the similarity to Matt Sydal comes in. He slipped, and something's making the top turnbuckle / top rope unduly and unexpectedly slippery.
Who's got the baby?
Is what he blamed for the fact that he landed on his face and came within an inch of dying.
It must have been the sweat from his big, meaty forehead.
Possibly.
Possibly.
Who knows?
Anyway.
But either way, shooting star press, not a good idea if you don't want to give yourself a concussion. That seems to be the theme of this week's epic fail.
Or your opponent. Or your opponent.
Or your opponent, yeah, that too.
Because if you need a reference of who gives someone else a concussion, just look up Billy Kidman.
Yes.
Yeah.
Shooting star press basically deserves its place alongside the pile driver, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Banned.
Well, if you remember, it
For
did get
safety
temporary.
reasons.
It did get temporary banned.
Yeah.
Because when Kidman did it on Chavo Guerrero and almost caved his head in.
Yeah.
Good
Would you
old
shot?
Billy Kidman.
Oh, aye.
Who is actually a writer for
WWE road agent. Yeah.
He's a road agent, a good one from what I've heard.
Yes.
A very very reliable one.
Fair play to him.
Yeah, definitely.
Right.
But anyway,
And on that bombshell, I think it's about time we wrapped up.
Yes.
yes. So anyway, in regards to that, some of the topics that we didn't discuss this week, we're going to probably cover next week.
Are you going to mention what they are, or are we just going to keep
Yes.
people in suspense?
We're going to mention what they are. One of the original topics that we were going to discuss was going to be the 30 years of Chris Jericho.
Yes.
But we can cover that next week. And your non-wrestling topic, which I believe is going to be the Formula One.
Briefly, yeah. I mean, it'll help next week if our new guest commentator becomes full-time and comes back, as he is also a fan.
Yeah, that's
Aye.
fine. He's always welcome back. But anyway,
Armbar.
But anyway, that's going to be a wrap up for the main news stuff. I'm just going to be covering some quick plugs right now. So, of course, we always recommend you check out charitable organisations like Change of Health and Wellbeing, Change of Recovery Radio, Mind, Message for Mind, Donna Louise Hospice Care for Children and Young People, and Cancer Research UK. We, of course, also recommend you check out the lighter side of professional wrestling, be it Botchamania. Of course, Matthew, you're probably going to be loving if you actually listen to this. You've got plenty of material from us.
Absolutely. The amount of plugs as well, you'll be well in.
Damn right. And, of course, Wrestle Crap.
Nice one, R.D. Reynolds. Thank you very much. We've
and of
highlighted
course-
plenty of Gooker of the Year potential candidates for you as well over the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, pretty much. And even if it is ourselves. And, of course, OSW Review. We, of course, also recommend you check out Powered for TV, as it is now known as officially.
Formerly Turnbuckle TV.
But is now fully Powered for TV. We, of course, also always recommend you check out your local wrestling companies, be it either FCW, United Wrestling, Pro Wrestling for You, Future Shock Wrestling, Academy Pro Wrestling, Fallen Star Wrestling, Venom Wrestling, Slam Wrestling, Wolfen Pro Wrestling, and UKWA, also known as UK Wrestling Alliance. And of course, in case if we have missed any of them, we do apologise. We're not perfect. And of course, I believe Barracks Wrestling Academy as well is a good one to recommend. And of course, we also recommend any of that we've missed. We do apologise, but there's an app that will cover it all for us. None other than Babyface Wrestling app, which is how much,
The
by
best
the way?
part about that is it's free.
Damn right it is. And of course, we've also got the Burning Truth website, which is www.theburningtruthuk.com. Let me just state on the website that all external links on there we cannot be held responsible for, because we do not control external websites. You can catch us you can catch us on our social media, be it either Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram. We do actually have past and old episodes, or even if you want to listen to current episodes, that will be making appearances on the website, Spreaker, Spotify, iTunes, Google Podcast, Deezer, and many of the other external sources where you can find
basically pretty much most places where podcasts are available.
or broadcasts.
Absolutely.
Or broadcasts, yeah.
And of course, that will be a wrap up for this week. But as a final message before we wrap up, we always do our mental health message. Is there anything you want to cover, Irvine, for mental health?
Mental health, yeah. It's pretty much if you've got an issue, don't hesitate to talk to somebody about it. Never, ever, ever hold back. Never. Because if you do and it plays on your mind, you'll end up in a dark place. That's all I got to say about it, to be honest.
Pretty much nails the Burning Truth's general message on the subject, I think.
Pretty much, which is, it is okay to be not okay. Asking for help is never a weakness. And in doing so, by asking for help, you can end up finding out you have more people caring for you than you could ever know. And of course, to quote somebody from Cultaholic, beat Tom Campbell, who I've got, I will say, a good friend of mine. Generally, what a quote he gave out, a while ago, which was, "Never compare your behind the scenes to other people's greatest hits," and it's true in what it says. And of course, make yourself a priority once in a while. It's not selfish; it's necessary.
Absolutely.
And the last quote for this week will be, "If you can be anything right now, please be more kind."
Yeah. To quote Frank Turner, the great musician and singer-songwriter, "In a world that has decided that it's going to lose its mind, be more kind, my friends. Be more kind." And if you can't be more kind, rule number 1 of progress is a handy guide. What's rule number 1 of progress? Don't be a
dick. Or a nonce. But anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, thank you very much for listening to The Burning Truth. We've all enjoyed your company for listening in. So with all that being said, we hope you all stay well, stay safe until the next episode. We hope you check out your local wrestling promotions by checking out their social media and potentially give a phone call to someone you haven't spoken to in a while, be it a family member, a friend, a colleague, or someone you haven't spoken to in a long while. The call could actually end up being very useful. And with that, I'm going to say...
week only, enjoy NXT TakeOver 31.
Yep. Damn right. I'll agree to that. And of course, thank you very much for listening to The Burning Truth. It has been emotional. We'll hopefully catch you next week. Until then, catch you later.
Ta-ta. Bye-bye then.